oh, Cree is just angry, Cree is just mean. No, you didn't protect me. Hey loves, it's Cree, also known as Charlie. They are one and the same, but Cree has been in the background for most of my adult life. As I've been going on this journey of healing, figuring out who I am and what's going on with me and where I really stand when it comes to this thing called life, when it comes to me as a woman, me as a mother. And I'm so happy because I never wanted to be a mom, but I'm so grateful for my children because they really hold a mirror to my face and let me know something had to change. Something within me is not okay. And I always ask myself, why were you okay with accepting the name Charlie? And honestly, I did not like Cree for the longest time. I did not trust Cree. I did not like how Cree was treated, any of that. And it's time for me to speak out on things. Number one, because I'm still searching. I'm still searching. I realize this is about to be a lifelong situation. As I go into the last quarter of me being in my 30s, it's like I want to leave this here, but I don't know if that's possible. So I got to take the steps. Now, a lot of people, I realize since I've moved where I moved, have gone through similar things, maybe not the exact same things, and we're all just being quiet about it. We're all kind of like tiptoeing about it because it really is taboo amongst our culture. It's not talked about. These things are not said. People are protected. And I'm so grateful for Shiny Happy People. If I'm being honest, I'm extremely grateful because now it's like, boom, like this is in your face. This is really happening. The boldness that people have to abuse humans, not just children, but human beings, to do this and disregard them and disregard who they are at their core baffles me. From 0 to 5, I was raised in Louisiana with my maternal family. What was told to me most of my life when I asked why I had to leave Louisiana was because my grandmother was sick and she couldn't help raise me anymore. None of this ever made sense because they all lived in the same house. When my cousins were born, everybody lived in the same house. And all my cousins got to stay in Louisiana. When the truth was really, I was sent away because I'm assuming this, anything that I say that's not my personal opinion or my recollection comes from what I've learned, and as I've grown into a woman and gone through experiences, these are why I'm drawing these conclusions. Because my father lived in Texas, my paternal family lived in Texas, so it was easier to just get rid of me than deal with your son. Speaking from my granny, and my mother really didn't have, from what I'm learning, a say. It wasn't easy to have a backbone for her when it came to that. It was a lot. She was a teenage mom, you know. So what do you say when your brother is doing these things to your child? Me personally, I would handle it totally different. But my mother and I do not have the same personalities to my knowledge. I wasn't really raised with her. I have to go off what was told to me. That's why duplicity is so important to understand, because even though I was being abused in this way, I loved being with my family. As an adult, I see nobody was held accountable for whatever reason. I don't know the reasons. I can only really speak for myself and make assumptions. So how do you choose between your son and your firstborn grandchild? You don't. That was the choice, to send her away. So what did that do for me as an adult? Basically, I was put into isolation. I was sent away constantly, constantly. And what does that do to a child? And then I'm not around, I'm around people who neglect me in Texas. And then when I go, I see adults, because this is why I say I never wanted children, because I really felt like adults didn't like their kids. I truly did, because it just seemed like we were such a burden. It seemed like the meanness, the energy. Children feel energy. I don't care what anybody says. Like, we know that now. I'm assuming they didn't know that then, or the people that I was raised with, because there's plenty of people who have been raised correctly. As a mom now, what I take from that, and I look back at that situation, because a lot of times we try to show our older generation grace, but as a mother, me having the conversation with my child and him not knowing anything about what happened to me, but me just explaining to him, like, this is how we act around our sisters now. This is what we do. These things are not appropriate. These things are appropriate. And for my son to be able to receive that and start holding his sisters accountable. Hey, you don't need to do this, or you don't need to come out here like this. You're not a baby anymore. Things of that nature. And to know and look back that when this was done to me, my predator was around the same age as my child. And for my child to be able to get this, it's like, how dare you all not protect me? But this is what it is. This is what it was. And I understand that I don't want to hold on to that anymore, but I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm not going to sit up here and continue to play and allow you all to play in my face and say, oh, Creed is just angry. Creed is just mean. No, you didn't protect me. So yes, I'm going to be cordial. You personally didn't offend me. You personally didn't do these things to me. But it's time for us to be held accountable. Child, this is not easy. This is not easy. This is not easy. This is not easy. For my truth to be that I was never protected by the people who were supposed to protect me first, it's sad. And I'm very vigilant and I'm very hyper protective over my children because of that.